reaching the end of Litmus. We're getting there. Today we are back at it again with the new TBR game. If you missed yesterday's video explaining the full rules, go check that out. I will briefly explain how the game works. There are no more Wheel of Punishments and stuff happening in this one because that was mean last year. We're just having fun. This year, we're gonna have chaos fun, and that's what this game is. This is the Shelves of Chaos official round 1. Yesterday was really round 0. How the game essentially works is I will be rolling a d24 die, and we are going to be moving my icon of Cormy, she's already up there on the first shelf, around these shelves. They all have little pieces of Velcro around, and then we are going to spin the TBR wheel, and that will give us either a card prompt or some other fun prompt to then try to pick a book from whatever shelf Cormy has landed on. If it doesn't work on that shelf, I go to the next shelf until I find said book. Pretty easy, but also very chaotic. Also, I apologize, the children outside are so loud today, and they're right outside my door. Very frustrating. Also, Mambo's taking a nap. So I guess she woke up from her nap. Huzzah. Little baby. How I'm going to determine how many books that I have to read in the month is also a little bit chaotic. I have a bunch of dice in this little holiday themed box. We have a bunch. At random, I'm gonna just draw one. I'm not gonna like fiddle around so that I'm actually feeling. I'm just going to kind of shake up this box, mix them up, and then whatever the first one I grab is that. So it's this one, which is a D10. And then my stipulation is that if I roll anything under a 5, I have to roll again. That's my stipulation, because I want to do at least 5. I mean, I usually read like 12 books a month, but I think 5 is a good goal for the game. For the game. You think 5 is good? I think 5 is good. So if I get a 5, it's 5, but if I get a 4, I have to roll again and add whatever it is. So a little extra chaos for us. Okay, let's see how many books. First roll is, it's 9. Starting off big with January, we are going 9 rolls this round. So without further ado, let's start with roll number 1. Woo! 12. Starting all the way at the end over here.
We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So we're going all the way to this shelf here. That's our selection of books that you can see kind of behind all of the decor. Here's the wheel. Is a card. We're starting off with a card. Here we go. The first card of 2023 is random word. Oh no. Right. This is a random word generator. I gotta use my computer real quick. So the word is ruined. Now it doesn't have to be that word like in the title. It just has to be associated. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna go with Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross. This one definitely has a character who's kind of like life is ruined, based on what you're gonna see here. After 8 long years, Evadne will finally be reunited with her older sister, Halcyon. While Eva has been tending her family's olive grove, Halcyon has been serving in the Queen's army. But when Halcyon appears a day early, drenched and exhausted, Eva knows something is terribly wrong. Halcyon is on the run, hunted by her commander and charged with a terrible crime. Though Halcyon's life is spared during her trial, the punishment is heavy. 5 years working in the quarry, 5 years imprisoned, and 5 years serving the house she has wronged. Suspicious of the commander and of Halcyon's silence on her crime, Eva volunteers to serve his house in Halcyon's stead. If there's a way to absolve her sister, she'll find it there. And as Halcyon begins her own sentence, she quickly learns that there are fates worse than death. So I would associate ruined with this one for surezies. First book, book number 1. Woo! Roll number 2. Roll number 2. 16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
This is the shelf we are working with. All right, we've got a nice amalgamation. The TBR bag. So the shelf is moot. Shelf is absolutely moot. It does not matter we get the TBR bag. TBR bag. What say you? The Black Coats. Where are you at? All right, we have The Black Coats by Colleen Oakes. Here's what it's about. Roses are red, violets are blue. If you hurt us, we're coming for you. For years, the deeply secretive Black Coats have been exacting revengeance on men who hurt girls and women, and Thea has just received an invitation to join them. This is the opportunity she's been waiting for to finally get justice for her cousin Natalie, whose killer went free. Thea dives headfirst into the group, training every day with other girls whose story rival hers. Together, they carry out balancings, acts of revenge guaranteed to teach a lesson. With every predator threatened, every blackmailer exposed, and every date rapist punished, Thea can feel herself getting closer to avenging Natalie's death. But then the balancings begin to escalate in brutality, and Thea discovers that the Black Coats are not all they seem to be. Thea must decide just how far she's willing to go for justice, and what kind of justice Natalie and Thea herself deserve. Because when the line between justice and revenge is razor thin, it's hard not to get cut. All right, that's book number 2. Roll number 3. 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All the way in the bottom down here. We're very low. I'm not even gonna show you that shelf. It's too low to bend. I don't wanna bend down. Color pick. What do we get? This is brown. It's a brown. It's called Books and Coffee. Books and Coffee. It's a brown. This is brown enough, I would say. We've got The Librarians and the Lost Lamp by Greg Cox. This is from the show Librarians, which I love, and this is one of the novelizations for it, so yay! Here's what this one in particular is about. For millennia, the librarians have secretly protected the world by keeping watch over dangerous magical relics, cataloging and safeguarding everything from Excalibur to Pandora's box. They are the only thing standing between humanity and those who would use the magic of the relics for evil. 10 years ago, only Flynn Carson, the last of the librarians, stood against an ancient criminal organization known as the 40. They stole the oldest known copy of Arabian Nights by Scheherazade, and Flynn feared they intended to steal Aladdin's fabled lamp. He raced to find it first before they could unleash a trapped malevolent djinn upon the world. Today, Flynn is no longer alone. A new group of librarians, led by Eve Baird, tough as nails guardians, has been assembled. The team travels to Las Vegas to investigate a man with improbable luck, suspecting a previously unknown artifact has emerged. With new threats surrounding the librarians, it becomes clear that Flynn's quest 10 years in the past could hold the key to solving the problem of the present. It will take the cunning of all three and their guardian to save one man from himself and the world from total annihilation. Yay, should be fun. That'll be fun. Roll number 4. Roll number 4. 2. Man, I'm still low then. 1, 2, down there. All the way down there. And a card. We're on red. We get a card. Card is the highest rated. Highest rated on this shelf. Pause. I'm gonna need my phone. I'm just gonna need my phone. All right, took a hot second, but with an average of 4.16 rating on Goodreads, we have Dreams Lie Beneath, also by Rebecca Ross. We're reading 2 Rebecca Rosses this month, apparently. Let's see what this one is about. This is a special edition one, too. This is Owl Crate. Owl Crate special edition. The realm of Azinor has been cursed. Every new moon, magic flows from the nearby mountain and brings nightmares to life. Only magicians who serve as territory wardens stand between people and their worst dreams. Clementine Madigan is ready to follow in her father's footsteps as the warden of Hearswith. Even though she yearns to study the wilder side of magic, instead she must record townspeople's nightmares so she and her father are prepared for the danger of the new moon. When her father's domain is challenged by 2 magicians, Clementine is drawn into a centuries-old conflict. She seeks revenge on one of the brothers who dueled with her father, but as she gets closer to the handsome young magician, secrets begin to rise. And Clementine, once keen on vengeance, must unite with her rival and face the realm's curse, which seems to be haunting her every turn. Alrighty. Dreams Lie Beneath. Roll number 5. Woohoo! That's 9. Let's reverse that. Yep, that's a 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9 over here on this shelf in the corner. Yeah, almost categories, but it is a card. Guard me. A debut. We've got The Devouring Gray by Christine Lynn Herman. This is a debut. At least it's the first one listed on her Goodreads. It's the oldest one listed on Goodreads. So here's what this one's about. Branches and stones, daggers and bones, they locked the beast away. After the death of her sister, 17-year-old Violet Saunders finds herself dragged to Four Paths, New York. Violet may be a newcomer, but she soon learns her mother isn't. They belong to one of the revered founding families of the town, where stone bells hang above every doorway and danger lurks in the depths of the woods. For generations, Justin Hawthorne's bloodline has protected Four Paths from the Gray, a lifeless dimension that imprisons a brutal monster. After Justin fails to inherit his family's powers, his mother is determined to keep this humiliation a secret. But Justin can't let go of the future he was promised and the town he swore to protect. Ever since Harper Carlyle lost her hand to an accident that left her stranded in the Gray for days, she has vowed revenge on the person who abandoned her, Justin Hawthorne. There are ripples of dissent in Four Paths, and Harper seizes an opportunity to take down the Hawthornes and change her destiny. To what extent, even she doesn't yet know. The Gray is growing stronger every day, and its victims are piling up. When Violet accidentally unleashes the monster, all three must band together with the other founders to unearth the dark truths behind their family's abilities before the Gray devours them all. There we go. Fun. Creepy. Perfect. Roll number 6. 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
14. Oh, I almost did that again. Okay, another card. The card is buildings. All right, we need a book with buildings on the cover. Well, we're going with an indie book. We have After by Savannah Jazowski. It's very hard to see, but there's a structure here and a structure over here. And then on the back, there's a castle. So that's a building, in my opinion, that is. It's the first book in the Neverway Chronicles. Let's see what this one's about. Some people might say that there are worse fates than death. In some worlds, perhaps that may well be the case, but in my world, that would be a lie. There is no greater horror than that which comes after death. On the streets of an ancient city with creepers wandering at will and a mysterious assassin leaving corpses all over Pandorum, a young spook with a dark secret will do anything to keep his brothers safe. Conrad Ellis III wants only to live out his life in the Black Quarter, hunting creepers and keeping his city safe. But when his brother is abducted, he finds himself trekking across the city. With his health failing and the danger escalating, there is no escaping the inevitable truth. Today, he may hunt creepers. Tomorrow, he just might beat one. Here we go. That is book number 6. That means I don't actually have to pick an indie book of the month. So how indie books are actually being done this year is when I pick an indie book, as soon as I finish reading an indie book, I pick another one to go on the shelf or to go on the TBR. That's like the next indie book on the queue, just so I can keep a good rotation and get through a lot. Because I do own a lot of indie books and I want to do a lot more of reading indie and self-pubs. So that's how that's working. Roll number 7. 1. 1. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, okay, biggest and smallest. Okay, so we gotta flip a coin. So this is biggest book, smallest book. So if I get Rough Seas on my coin, that's gonna be the biggest book on the shelf, and Smooth Sailing is the smallest book on the shelf. Let's see what happens. All right, here's my coin. So we have the Smooth Sailing and the Rough Seas here. Huh. God dang it, it's a Rough Seas, dang it! Oh, who's the biggest book on the shelf? It's Dracula by Bram Stoker. We got a classic. 469 pages. We get a Dracula. Now, I did start doing the Dracula daily, but then I kind of lost interest in it because I don't like doing that with books. I like to just read them and not every day a little bit more for like that long. Who can track that? No. Dracula it is. Last 2 rolls, roll number 8. Roll 8 is 15. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Down here. Oh God, not again. Twice in a row, we are getting the coin. Please be small this time. Please be small this time. God damn it, rough seas again. We get another indie. The indies be big. So this is technically 3 books in one, but I'm counting it as one. We have The Cassidy Chronicles by Adam Gaffin. I met Adam at Cosign last year. And this is his sci-fi, queer sci-fi book, but it's 3 books in one. So this is like a big volume of it. Here's what it's about. Welcome to the world of 2113. The country has shattered into 10 squabbling nations and the solar system is on the edge of colonization. Technologic wonders abound, yet it's not unlike our own. People meet, fall in love, face assassination at their wedding. Well, perhaps not. Meet Ayana and Kendra, Cass and Ken to their friends. A genius physicist and a retired movie star with a mysterious past. They live quietly, get along with their neighbors, don't have problems at work, so why did they run for their lives from their wedding? Travel with them across the continent as they search for answers, make new friends, face new challenges, and discover surprising enemies. It's a ride you won't want to miss. There we go. Ta-da! Dang it, big books. Final roll for our January TBR. 11. You can kind of see it. 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Get the Quirmy. Yeah. Quirmy's right up there tonight. Now I do see 2 of the 23s up there, so we'll try to squeeze someone in. Most want to read and least want to read. Again, the Rough Seas is the least want to read, and the Smooth Sailing is the one I want to read the most. Let's see what we flip. There we go. Whoa. Dang it, Rough Seas again. This coin is rigged. Okay, well, the thing is, it's probably the classic again. God dang it. It's Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's the one I least want to read just because it is a classic. It's going to be heavy. It's a bigger book. But it is on 23 of 2023, so there's at least that consolation. So here's the January TBR. It's thick. She thick. I've got 2 indies, 2 classics, lots of bigger books. Oh boy indeed. What a month we're about to have. Let's see if we can do it. All right, and that's the January TBR, guys. Let me know what you plan on reading at the start of the new year. In the new year, in January, you know what I mean. It's been a long day. It's been a long video, you know. All right, well, tomorrow is the last day of Litmas. So I hope to see you guys all there. Have happy holidays. I'm gonna go now. Bye. I had already just spilled all of my colored pencils. Wheel, right? No, card. Danger lurks in the depths of the woods. Roll number 4. No, 4, 6. My God, I'm fine.